The 1978 Cadillac Fleetwood has just been added to BeamNG. This new free mod lets us drive a retro land yacht. I can't wait to see what it's like. So the 1978 Cadillac Fleetwood, it just has that stereotypical 1970s American style. Very, very square body, square lights, square everything, to be honest, apart from the wheels. This was Cadillac's full-size luxury sedan for the 1970s. And we have a massive trunk, plus quite a lot of room in the back. This is where you'd want to be in this Cadillac. Very red interior. Not sure about these seats, but yeah, they look interesting. The cockpit is quite interesting too, because it's quite minimalistic for a luxury car. We do have a red steering wheel with wood, but yeah, very few gauges and dials here, and a very simple speedometer. Under the hood, this car is powered by a 7-litre naturally aspirated V8, producing about 200 horsepower. But in-game, it produces about 250 horsepower. Now, we have a 3-speed auto controlled with this column shifter. So let's set off. Now, this car weighs over 2 tons, and it's 5.5 meters long. Whoa! Bit of wheel spin there. Whoa, very soft suspension too. Oh, okay. That was a drift in a Cadillac. That surprised me, right. Very soft suspension. Whoa, makes it quite hard to control, but you wouldn't want to be driving this luxury car like that, really. We're up to 70 miles per hour, brake test. Whoa, suspension leaning forward a lot there. This is one chonky car. It's huge. I mean, it's so long and so massive. Even on these American roads, it looks pretty big. But can all that metal protect us in a crash test? Here we go, slow motion, about 60 miles per hour. Whoa. Okay, not the best crash model, but you can see there's almost no crumple zone on this car. It was designed before crumple zones even existed. This mod has just 4 different configs, but there's more content coming in future updates. This config is really cool. It's a hearse, and these cars were very commonly converted into hearses or limousines. In the back, we do actually have, oh, can you see it? A coffin. And this is a coffin that comes with the mod. You can open the rear door. It actually swings open. Very interesting there. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing in the coffin. Well, maybe that's just fortunate. I don't want to see anything grim in a BeamNG mod. There's a couple of little details you might miss. For example, we've got these fancy lights on the rear pillar, and if you press Alt and N, they actually turn on. That's so cool. And this mod comes with mud flaps. You can put them on all 4 wheels, and they kind of float around and move quite naturally. But my favorite thing is here at the front, because the Cadillac emblem can actually be ripped off. Whoa, it's going crazy, and there you go. Really, really cool feature. So what's the hearse like to drive? Well, this thing weighs about 2.2 tons, and it does feel like a much bigger car. Oh, okay, still getting quite a bit of wheel spin, which is surprising. I'm liking the drifts. It's really easy to control them. Okay, this must be the first time a hearse has ever drifted. Here we go. Whoa. That's... Oh, hit the curb and hit a tree. Oh, wow. We just ripped both doors off. This car does not feel at home in the city. The turning circle isn't bad, but it takes up quite a lot of space, and other traffic, well, they're not prepared for the absolute size of this thing. Whoa! Coming up behind them. Oh, stop. Wow, very little damage to us. Where's he gone? Oh, sorry. But yeah, how does it go over the bumps? Let's go up to 50, 60, 70. Keep going, keep going. Jump! I mean, the suspension's so soft. We barely jumped at all there. Sorry. Wow. Is that a... Oh, it's a Pessima. I didn't even recognize what it was. Look at what we've done to this Pessima. This is the Hearse config. It's not a normal hearse because it's been converted to do something pretty interesting. If I open the rear door, you can see there's a coffin back here, but it's full of guns. That's right, this is a gun-running machine. We've got pistols, we've got SMGs, we've got shotguns and M4s. But it doesn't end there. We have a supercharged V8 engine producing 342 horsepower. I can hear the police already, so we better get moving. Now, I reckon this thing is going to give us quite a lot of wheel spin. Are the police already here? The police are already here, but they're not chasing me yet. Whoa! Yep. Lot of wheel spin on this thing. It is really fun to drive, just a little bit unstable. I want to see what the top speed of this thing is. Let's get onto the highway, past the police, let's go. Through the toll booth at 80 miles per hour. The police are now pursuing us, passing 110, still going. The police are doing a pretty bad job right now. There's one. Oh, wow. How do we dodge that? Oh, this thing looks great. It's got like a chrome metallic body, and then the red really works. I love the way this thing looks. Oh, we just changed up a gear. What gear is that? Is that fourth? Does this have a different gearbox? Okay, let's hit this. ETK. No, it's a Brookle. Oh! Yeah, the crash model's not... Whoa! We just got attacked again. Yeah, the crash model's not great. And here come the police. They've crashed as well. Well done. Well, I think it's safe to say we've been caught, but they haven't got to us yet. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Offences, speeding and racing. Wow. I mean, they need to be caught. They're just crashing into each other all the time. The mod does also come with the slightly modernized facelift version. This is for 1980. The grille's been changed a bit, as have the bumpers and the lights. But we're at the racetrack now. I want to take the Hearse around the racetrack. I'm not expecting anything great. In fact, I think this is going to be pretty comical. I'm going to have to hang on for dear life to stop this thing spinning out. So, let's go. Lots of wheel spin. Bit of a drift. Okay, I might actually drift this car around the track, at least for the first few corners. First corner, brakes, not terrible brakes. Oh, it's very understeery and oversteery at the same time. Nearly hit a wall, but managed to control it. This was really the top luxury car that, whoa, Cadillac made in the late 70s. And I think the Fleetwood name has been around for a very long time. I don't think they use it anymore, but technically this model is called the Fleetwood Brougham. Oh, overcooked it a bit. And I really like the wheels on this config. They suit this car just really well. This corner's quite good for a handling test, so slow down. Whoa, no feeling from the steering wheel at all. It just understeers. I'm barely moving. Look at that, 27 miles per hour, still getting understeer. Out onto the long straight. Oh, trying to kick out the backside there, but off we go, past 90 miles per hour, up to 100, passing 120 as we head up the hill. Now, where do I brake? I don't want to fall off the track this time, so I'm going to brake about here. Anti-lock brakes. We do have anti-lock brakes. Yes, of course. Cadillac were one of the first brands to add them as standard. I think seat belts too. Whoa. Now, I'm not saying that Cadillacs were like really safe, but they did put in a lot of safety equipment as standard. Probably one of the first in America to do that. Okay, we're coming up to the corkscrew corner. Let's see how it handles. So, slow down. Turning in. Wow. Didn't spin out. Bit of a drift on the way out. Not bad. So what do you think of the Cadillac Fleetwood mod for BeamNG? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy it if you do download it. If you'd like to see a very similar car mod for BeamNG, the 1973 Lincoln Continental, click the video on screen right now. But that's all from me, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.